Live from Edgewater, it's Good Evening with Pat Whalen, episode 28.
Good evening, welcome to Good Evening with Pat Whalen. Now Pat Whalen. How you guys doing tonight? That's right. You know, that's actually what I say to people when they come up to me on the street. They say, "Hey, Pat, how are you?" And I go, "Yeah!" Because that's how I feel, and that's how you feel, and that's why you made that noise. And I really want to thank you all for being here tonight. This is episode 28. We are live on Facebook. Hey, Mark Zucks. Call me, dude. Answer my messages. I see when you're on there. Active for 15 years. We see you, dude. Call me, man. Thanks again for being here. I thank you twice now. And there'll probably be many more, but it's just gratitude, okay? You can show your gratitude to me. I mean, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves, but you can by using the hashtag #BestEveningEver and putting that on, LinkedIn, Friendster, just all the basics, okay? And as Will mentioned, we do have prizes to give away, and if you'd like some of those prizes, I highly recommend using the hashtag. I'm just saying, it's not rigged, but we do have a system. We have rules here. So let's get right into it. Words. What even are they? Well, we're going to get to that. We have a fantastic lineup to get into, what exactly that is. I haven't really done any research, and that's why I've asked these very smart and talented people to join me. But first, a little bit of the news, if you will. Despite widespread allegations of foul play by Chicago's Board of Ethics Committee, but what do they know, right? Campaign contributors are still using Mayor Rahm Emanuel's private email account to pitch ideas and to trade strategy. Now, that sounds concerning. I know, until you realize over half of these emails being sent kind of read along the lines of maybe sit out this next election, maybe just stay at home, and just wear 2 sweater vests or whatever you want to do. In Chicago news further, the Loop's Quincy CTA stop, frequented by Brown and Purple Lines, but who's counting, is getting an $18 million makeover. $18 million, so that's going to be 2 new elevators. It's going to be a nice new paint job, and hey, it's a deal. It only costs us 50 public schools. Is it hot in here, or is it just Rahm? Okay. Being president can be tough. You're always being compared to other presidents and their famous speeches. There's Kennedy's "Ask Not What Your Country Can Do For You" speech. There's Reagan's "Shining City on a Hill." Well, the AP released their transcript from a Trump interview last week. Let's see if any very great quotes stuck out. Let's see what we have. Okay, yeah. I cannot wait to see "unintelligible" carved into marble on the Washington Mall. Someday, if we're lucky, if we make it that long. Okay, Let's keep it light. It's a comedy show, comedy. Chicago Cubs president Theo Epstein. A lot of Sox fans here tonight. Theo Epstein got another big win recently, being voted Fortune magazine's greatest leader in the world. This is true. Can you believe it? This guy beat out Germany's Angela Merkel. He beat China's Xi Jinping, and he, not so surprisingly, beat a burlap sack full of diabetes and rage. But who's counting? We're not partisan, by the way. In anticipation of Mother's Day next Sunday, it was revealed that Vice President Mike Pence, we haven't taken a shot at him yet, so. Vice President Mike Pence has stated that households with 2 working parents lead to, quote, stunted emotional growth for their children. Yes, he's making the case against stay-at-home moms. And I gotta tell you, it's strange to hear this kind of language from the world's most famous stay-at-home dad. Look at that proud papa. Look at him, he is so pleased. Mike, I see, sir. Yes, you did very good. Very good job. A Chicago man was arrested when a handgun and marijuana was found alongside a 1-year-old baby boy in his stroller. That story again, the world's coolest 1-year-old got his dad arrested this week. What's this baby doing in my gun stroller? My kind of town. The UK's Daily Mail publication, once again, the UK's Daily Mail publication, which is, I think, a newspaper. England is weird. They recently printed a cover story showing both UK and Scotland's female prime minister's legs below the knee, with a headline reading, "Never mind Brexit, who won Legsit?" Yeah, I couldn't believe it either. And when asked why they went with such a sexist headline and photo, the editor of the Daily Mail responded, "Auga humana humana humana." Who knew? An English anthropomorphized wolf edits a very major publication over there. Brexit has changed that. They're very loose, it's very different over there. The Washington Post, getting back to a more structured way of running a newspaper, the Washington Post is reporting that, quote, "Trump is looking more and more like a man without a plan." Welcome to the party. The paper also recently debuted a new tagline you may have heard about for these troubled times. The Washington Post, the hottest takes from early 2015. Where have you been? They're in Washington. Anyway. Beginning in 2018, Saudi Arabia will formally enter a UN commission aimed at empowering the status of women around the globe. Yes, that's Saudi Arabia. The Saudi contingent stated that they were looking forward to including women in the commission, as of course it was all men who was elected to this commission of empowering women. They're looking forward to having women on the commission as soon as they can provide permission slips from their fathers. I don't write them. Comedy show. An Israeli city removed Smurfette from the Smurf movie posters in an effort to avoid, quote, inciting feelings amongst men in the town. How could you resist? And this is fine with me. I kind of get it, but somebody's going to have to explain to me how Bacon Smurf got a pass. How does that make sense? We got a great show for you tonight. For all of you, great show, fantastic show. We are going to have music from Michael DeVille. Not bad, not bad. Comedy from Megan Dirty. And an interview with author, educator, and all-around most Chicagoan Chicagoist ever, Kevin Koval, is here tonight. But first, we're going to play a little game, a little patent-pending game here at Good Evening called That Being Said, where I invite someone up onto the stage from the audience. I ask them 3 multiple-choice questions. If you get 2 out of 3 of those questions right, you win a prize. If you don't, we'll talk.